Hi, I'm Bowling Otter.
And I'm Lucy Sandwich.
And welcome to
The BS on the Internet.
It's been another one of those weeks.
Wow, has it? I think this might be a little bit of a long one.
You think so?
I'm going to try and zip it.
Yeah.
But it was E3 this week.
Yes, it's the E3 edition. We want to talk about that mostly.
Yes.
But we just had a few quick hits we wanted to get to. Hopefully be quick hits.
We can't ignore what happened during the week.
And some stuff happened anyway.
A lot of
other
things
than
happened.
E3. But
and
yeah.
what a week.
What
so
a week.
we'll try and work through that
Try to
quickly
smack
so we can get on to E3.
Yeah.
We'll try to smack it.
Let's make it.
Smack it.
Well, to kick things off, I'm sure you guys know about this already, and this is probably one of the biggest things happening in the news cycle right now.
Yeah.
Is that Chris Hardwick basically got Me Too'd.
Yeah.
We'll say he got Me Too'd. He dated a girl for a few years that wrote a huge
article here
expose
on their
Medium.
relationship.
And it was not very. It was pretty.
She was
rough.
anorexic. Yeah,
Pretty
look
rough.
at that. She was anorexic during the relationship and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And it's such a difficult article to read.
Yeah.
I think it's worth reading if you haven't read it.
Yes.
But she's really honest.
Yeah.
And my gosh,
I think
I
it's
was
important
surprised
for
at this
people-
one.
Yeah.
Because we listened to his podcast, or
Yeah.
I listened to it more than you. I was really surprised with the whole, because he has this dude has an empire now.
Yes, he does.
Like
yeah.
he is everywhere. Like for the longest time, we were like, oh, Chris Hardwick's got another show because he had Talking Dead. He
Yeah.
had Talking.
And the Nerdist was like
Talking
one
Bad.
of the podcasts everybody had to be on.
Yep, he's
Like,
at
yeah.
all
He's
these
doing all the cons,
conventions, all the
yeah.
cons and all that, and he's getting dropped. And we just saw right before we started recording this that he's denied all of the allegations.
Well, he denied specifically the sexual assault.
The sexual assault,
allegation.
yeah. It seems through people that he's worked with that he is a lot of a control freak,
Yeah.
just according to what other people were saying.
Yeah.
But and it carried over into his relationship in some horrible, horrible ways.
Yeah, I think that it's whatever you think of him, and that's something for, I guess, a court of public opinion to take care of at this point.
Yeah, right.
But I think it's important for anybody to read this anyway, because it's I think this is pretty good at describing something that maybe not everybody would think is necessarily abuse.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things
Some
in here
people
that
might think it would be
these
a difficult
are actually
relationship.
abuse. Yeah,
Yeah,
but there are
this
some
is an
abusive practices here.
Yes.
And she didn't fight it.
Yeah.
As she admits,
Right.
That doesn't make it not abusive.
Yeah, it's
you
not
don't
a
have to
classically-
fight back before it's abusive. You know,
It's not like a classical story
Yeah.
of abuse in a relationship.
somebody just beat the crap out of somebody,
Yeah,
and it wasn't
the
anything like
movies
that.
or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a much more real
It's
depiction.
emotional
of,
abuse. It's psychological
Yeah.
abuse. Those are just as lasting and damaging. I mean, there's plenty of studies that show you
Oh my gosh,
that
yeah.
there are total, you can equate the reactions and the damage to a person between physical and emotional abuse. They don't have to both be taking place.
Yeah,
Yeah. It could do just as much.
And it doesn't
damage.
matter how old you are.
Yeah,
at
and it's
all,
also, I think
know?
it's also important for people who who may have controlling personalities, because there are people that do.
Oh, of
That's
course.
fine, that you can
Yeah.
have controlling personality, but to recognize that just these
How it
things
can
are
manifest.
abusive, because
Yeah.
there might be some things in there that you'd be like, you know what, I probably said something like that to somebody once. Oh my God, that's abusive. You know,
Right.
and think about it. I mean, I think for people that just be able to empathize with this kind of situation is healthy for everybody.
Sure.
But it is not an easy read. So if you're queasy about some of this kind of stuff, don't. But if you are otherwise not or interested, I would recommend reading the article, and even apart from the popular personalities involved, just to read the situation.
Because it's a good way to identify, like you said, a situation that you may not feel is abusive, but actually is.
It certainly is.
Yeah,
and how it affects somebody.
And how slowly it could happen.
Yeah,
and how you
how
could
it
just
feels
find
to the
yourself
person
in
being
it.
abused. Yeah.
Yeah, but oh man, I wonder if there's some kind of correlation between people in the entertainment industry or in certain industries that are more prone to be like this, would be more
absolutely. Because-
sexually aggressive or
Yeah.
aggressive, or abusive in a relationship. I don't know.
Well, controlling
I don't know.
personalities and control freaks, this kind of industry rewards them for
Oh
being control
gosh.
freaks.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
So absolutely, the people that rise to the top, you're probably going to, disproportionately find those personalities in there as compared to a lot of other industries, a lot of other types of work. But the people at the top of these ladders are the people that are running empires like this. It's a lot of times they're just they've gotten to the
Strong
place they are
personalities.
because of that personality.
Yeah, for sure.
That also is completely toxic to personal relationships. So
Right.
it's a really weird situation for
Yeah,
people like that.
it
I
is.
imagine.
It
But,
is.
This is one of them.
Yeah. Okay, so next up, we found this article this week. It actually came out on June 1st, but it looks like it's making the rounds, or it made its way to our Twitters this week.
We caught wind of it this week.
Yeah, and we spent some time talking about it, and it's from Polygon and says YouTube's top creators are burning out and breaking down en masse because of the YouTube grind. And this is an issue that is near and dear to us, near and dear to many YouTubers. And we're not even full-time, although it feels like full-time to us.
Well, just because of we're giving it every moment that we have.
Oh my gosh.
That's why it feels full time.
Yeah.
Even though it's not as much as before.
Yeah,
You know?
it's getting so far as people are having panic attacks. They're having like legit breakdowns.
Yeah.
And they're feeling like they can't walk away because the YouTube grind is. I mean, I'm sure you guys know and are familiar with your favorite creators saying that they have burnout, they need some time away or whatever, because it is hard.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people out there who think that this is an easy job, and they say, oh, you just sit in front of your microphone and a camera
I mean-
and all that. And to tell you the truth, this is the easy part. This is the best part of it. And streaming, for me, I can only speak for myself, is the best part of it for me because we get to talk to you guys.
Yeah, I like streaming the most.
Any
I think, at this
interaction.
point.
But there's so much stuff that goes on behind, and I'm sure you guys know, like the editing, and there needs to be
It's-
like a social media thing.
Yeah.
And there's so much pressure with the algorithms and your analytics and everything. And to tell you the truth, in order for my own like self-preservation, I've completely stopped looking at analytics.
Yeah,
how
have
many
to.
subs a
You
day
have
we're
to.
getting, how
Yeah.
many subs we're losing a day, how many views. I can't
eventually
look
have to
anymore.
stop looking at it.
Yeah, I cannot look
You have to
because
try
it will. Yes,
Yeah.
it will destroy me. And to tell you the truth, as much as I don't want to admit it, I feel like I don't have enough of a backbone to read all of the comments. I go in a couple times a week
We have some
and lurk.
like
I am
honestly,
there.
I think we from just other videos I've been on, a lot of them, I think the people that watch our stuff, fortunately for us, are disproportionately very positive.
I do believe that.
And
yeah,
like
I
you know,
really
it's
do.
just
You're
but
in
I
there
also,
more than I am.
It's so hard
I'm
to
very
understand that
afraid.
it only takes one. I know it sounds so silly. It sounds so silly. It's so terrible to be like, look at all this love you're getting.
Yes,
And you're
yes.
fixing all this one, but it's like, guys, I can't control the psychology behind that, but there is legit psychology behind that. It's not just us.
Yeah.
That it just takes that one. And it'll
To
like
just sit
you'll
with you.
fixate on it, and you know you shouldn't, and you know it's
my God.
you're
I've been
unreasonable to do
destroyed.
so, but like you fixate on
Yeah.
it,
I've
and you
been
can't
destroyed
forget
by
it, and then like
comments. Yeah.
it's like and you know, but that's a whole different thing. I
Yeah.
think the thing about this, which is interesting to me, especially, is we know what you have to do to grow a YouTube channel. It doesn't always work,
I
but
was
we
gonna
know what
say,
you
yeah.
have to do.
Yeah.
And the reason we know what we have to do is because we were doing it for a while, very hardcore, and it worked. It totally worked, and it was like we even got to a point where we were doing 2 videos a day for a second. But like, and we were never full time. We're always working full time outside of this, so that became very quickly untenable.
Yeah.
It totally you couldn't keep it up. It was ridiculous. And then
We were up. The sun was coming up.
every day,
And
Every
we
day,
were
pretty much.
still up
Yeah.
editing, recording, trying to, because you have to, especially in the gaming community, where if a new game comes out,
vlogging.
you got to be, or vlogging, yeah. But with gaming, if a game comes out, you got to be fast. You got to be
Yeah.
first. You got to be the first one to edit
Gotta
it
drop
and get
everything.
it up. Go.
Stay up all night, play the whole thing, edit
yep.
it all up. You gotta do it real fast.
Yep. And sometimes it doesn't make for a good playthrough.
Yes, it
Because
does,
you're
doesn't.
tired.
But it doesn't
and
matter.
you wanna
It doesn't
stop.
matter.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
you're right.
And you have to put on the face anyway, and like because you're real. If you're dead tired, I mean, it's so funny to be like, I'm gonna say a bunch of sentence fragments and eventually get to a full one, but. If we had to, I mean, I was trying to figure out what made this different than any other jobs, because everybody that works full time is working their butts
Oh my
off.
gosh,
You know,
yes.
I've worked
Yes.
lots of different jobs.
Oh,
I worked.
totally.
I worked for a while outside on telephone poles and crawling in the crawl space
Yeah,
and stuff
you
like
did.
that, and for like 12-hour days.
Yeah.
Very difficult, but. What
is.
makes this uniquely difficult, even in the company of all the other jobs I've worked, is the speed, the pressure you have to get things to be early, to be first, and it never stops. It's not like it goes in waves. It's just
Yeah.
like boom, and
Yeah.
it like stays up. You don't get like the the breaths in between. It's just there constantly because you see somebody did something that a lot of people watch. You're like, we got to go down right now and do that.
Yeah.
And it's also, I saw interesting something in this article talking about one big difference is that if this happens to you, if you get burned out at work, you almost always have a boss. If you have a good boss, if somebody who's good at their job who recognizes that, it takes you aside. I've had a couple people say to me.
Yeah, I've had it said to me too.
And be like, look, just take a break.
Yeah.
Like, you're not helping us
Right.
if you burn out. Like, I remember I said it to my one boss. I said, like, man, I'm getting a little burned out. And he, like, had a red light went off.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, man, like, you just said that word. If you're feeling burnt out, take some time.
Yeah.
We can't have that. You can't be burned out. We don't want you burned out.
Well, the
that
thing
doesn't
is-
exist here, though.
But I think that, and what they do say in this article is that your subscribers and regular viewers will say that to you.
That's fine.
So and they will say, go take the time. It's the
Yes.
people that visit less frequently.
Well, it's not even that.
Say,
I mean-
that don't watch every single one of your videos that come up. It's
Yeah.
them that come and say, like, why did that hurt? Where's Geometry Dash?
Yeah.
Where's this?
Well, I mean-
it's those guys that make you feel the pressure.
Yeah, well, what makes me feel the pressure isn't people at all. What makes me feel the pressure is the algorithm. If you stop doing it, like, you could have every single subscriber you have saying, like, don't worry, we'll still be here. And that's I love hearing that. It's fantastic.
gosh,
But
yes.
the problem is that, like, it's the non-people that aren't forgiving. You know,
Yeah.
people are forgiving, but the algorithm isn't. If you disappear for long enough, you're forgotten by that.
Yeah.
You know, you stop showing up in recommended feeds. Apparently, you don't
It
even
happened
get
to
on
us
everybody's
today.
subscriber
It
feeds.
happened to us today.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
put a video up today and no notifications
Yeah,
went out
yeah.
or whatever because we've increased our streaming schedule and we have less time to edit. So we've been aiming to put up 3 or 4 videos a week. This past week, the baby was very sick, so it was really difficult. But we've been aiming for that. And it's working out well for us. There's not as many videos on YouTube as I would like, but it's somewhat sustainable, and we're still exhausted. I'm still exhausted.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know,
we're
and-
still like every time we have to do it, it's like,
But
man, we're like, there's no nights off.
One thing
No
I
nights off
want to,
right now.
no time off.
No nights off
Zip,
at all.
Zip. Yesterday we had maybe like 45 minutes, and we were like, we got to work. We
Yeah.
have to work, you know. But what I really want to say about this is, I have seen and I have noticed that when people are first starting out, like if somebody decides they want to start streaming or they want to start a YouTube channel, they tend to go really hard like that and stream, you know, every day, every night. And I get that that will give you more eyes and everything, but it tends, and we made this mistake too in the beginning of YouTube when we first started, because we went really hard and did 2 videos a day.
Yep.
And you will burn yourself out and you will hate it. And if you can't sit in front of your camera in a good mood, you know, you can't be here and be tired. You can't be here and be in a bad mood. If you're having an off day, you shouldn't be doing it. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like you really do have to be at your best when you sit down.
You do.
And in order to do that, you have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and realizing what you're capable of doing. But it's so easy to get obsessed with those numbers and the algorithm and how many people are watching you, how many people are commenting, responding back to your tweets, responding back to, because it's like gambling. You know what I mean?
To
It's
some degree,
really
yeah.
gambling.
To some
degree.
No, I think it's not all gambling though. That's that
You
thing.
don't think
It's
so?
like no. If it was all gambling, you would have far more people terrible at this that are popular, and it's not. You have to be good at it, and you have to do it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it's always like so hard to have these conversations with people who want to do this
But
because
there are people who are very good at it.
Yeah.
Who just aren't growing.
and they're not doing it enough a lot of the time. Like
think so?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
For sometimes it's not going to happen, guys. Like. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
You could be doing everything
That's
perfectly,
true.
checking every box. You could be awesome. You could be
That's
editing
what I'm
like
getting
crazy,
to. That's
and
what
then
I
it's
mean.
still not going to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
So it is important. But the crazy flip side of that is it almost definitely won't happen unless you are going crazy,
Unless
you
you-
are
yeah.
going hard.
Yeah.
So you do have to have the personality that is ready to do that.
Yeah.
And you also still have to have a line there somewhere.
Yes.
You have to have
Yes.
something you won't cross. You have to know yourself and know a line and be like, what can you sustain?
Yeah.
Because you could do crazy amounts of things
Yeah.
for bursts. You could be like, I'm going to do 2 12-hour streams, like, a day. But, but like
Yeah,
2
yeah,
6 to
yeah.
8 hour streams every day for like a whole month. And you are gung-ho for the first week. The second week, you're like,
Right.
okay, I'm in a stride, I'm doing it. Then maybe a month, 2 months later, and you're like, you're losing your mind. And that's what's happening to a lot of people here.
Right.
And like, you're letting things suffer. You're not like, You're not accommodating yourself, your
Yeah.
friends, your family, and
Yeah.
it becomes everything to you.
Yeah.
And you can't sustain it. And if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't sustain it, don't start doing it.
Yeah.
If
But
you
sometimes
can,
you have to find that line too.
You do have to find
Sometimes
that
you have
line.
to get there.
Sometimes you have to go a little bit
in order to
past
go,
it.
oh man,
Yeah.
like I am so.
You have to go a little
Yeah.
past to find your line sometimes. But when you do find it, if you do this hard, you will find it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when you do, just respect it.
Yeah.
Totally respect it and know what you can do. It's such
Right.
a freaking ridiculous. This whole thing is
It
totally
is.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
It's totally
it
crazy.
is. It
Like I
is.
think we talk about this sometimes, where it's like if you guys have been with us for a long time, we did have a period where it was just really fast growth up to where we are relatively now, about
Right.
70,000. And it
Right.
slowed way down.
gosh.
And it totally coincides with when you got pregnant. And it's like, that's just what we did with our life. We decided we wanted to do that with our life. And you know that you won't be able to spend as much time doing other things once you have a child. And we knew that.
But on the other hand, I feel like our content has been better since because
Yeah.
we've been more because we haven't been able to upload as much. We've been more selective
Certainly.
with
but
what
it
we
hasn't.
put out. But then
that
you,
doesn't-
you can't please everybody, and
Well,
that
that's
doesn't
not only
please the
that.
algorithm.
That just doesn't result in growth.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it certainly hasn't.
Oh,
we could
gosh,
say
yeah.
like our content's gotten better and our growth has not.
Yeah.
You know, so that didn't work.
Yeah.
The thing that you have to do is that's why the people get crazy on this because one of the most important things is consistency.
Yeah.
And just being consistent. If you have a kid, you probably can't be perfectly consistent.
Right.
Because
Especially
there's something more
in-
important in the house.
especially an
frankly.
infant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially an infant,
Especially an
yeah.
infant. Unless you're a daily vlogger who that's part of your vlog, which I do not believe in. Personally, I can't make them my product.
No,
you know,
no.
so like I'm not gonna do it.
No.
So if you can't make like family fit your little funnel of work, then you've got to make your funnel of work fit
Yeah.
your family.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. You
Yeah.
know, it's like we
For me,
and we
it's
take
like-
this back in
yeah.
order to be better
Yeah.
parents, and we're always going to be that way.
Right.
But at the same time, what we did was we found our line, and we're
Right.
like, okay, this is what we could do to sustain this,
This is the
and still
best we
stick with
can
you
do.
guys,
Yeah.
and still be good parents, and still work and be competent at my job. You know, it's like, so if we can balance all of these things, we found it. I feel like we've struck a pretty good balance right now.
Yeah.
We're able to stream, and that's why, you know, we don't have as many videos going up on YouTube, of course. I guess the moral of the story here is there's a lot of people out there that maybe never quite respected that line or never found that
Yeah.
balance.
And if you are
you know?
starting out
Yeah.
and seeing some success, congratulations.
Yes.
Really, it's like it's
exciting.
It's exciting.
It's
you
totally
feel
it's
lucky.
totally intoxicating.
You
You know?
are lucky. It's
Yeah.
the best
You gotta
feeling
go,
in the
go,
world.
go, go.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really intoxicating.
Yeah.
But just please be careful.
Be careful.
And
It's the bottom line.
It's you know, your feelings could get hurt so easy. If you like, even we've been doing this for a couple years now, and my feelings still get really hurt.
Really?
You know, yeah, from comments and things like that.
I'm
I get
totally
destroyed.
numb to it now.
I get destroyed.
totally numb to it.
And I'm like the middle of the night laying there, and they're in my head and all this stuff, and I have to
totally.
stop. And it'll probably just be. I think it's just something about my personality. I'm just one of those people, but I know that about myself. I kind of will bask in it a little bit, you know, and I'll just go, all right, you know, just let it go. But just please be careful. And this is it's very hard to do, and we went on for way too long with that. But I just felt it necessary to mention it because I feel like anybody who's doing this full time or has a channel that, you know, with somebody who uploads regularly, it's a tough grind. Okay, I
Now, we
gotta
haven't
shut
even
up.
got to E3 yet.
No,
Okay, let's
I
go.
know, it's okay,
Let's
it's time
go.
for the subreddit of the week. And
Smack it.
today, smack it. It is Buy It for Life, which is a subreddit that I found a long time ago and
I've
didn't
never
come back
seen
to
this.
it. Oh my gosh. It's when you're looking for a product and you just want to buy it once and be completely done with it.
This is This is
Things
such a cool
that-
idea.
Buy it for life, right. So like I was looking at this, we were checking it out a little bit before we started. It says world's oldest pairs of Levi's found in a gold mine 136 years later.
That's freaking amazing.
Look at
That
that.
should be a commercial.
You know what though, for
Our
me,
jeans last 136 years.
but you know what, for me though, jeans is all about the butt pockets. If the butt pockets aren't placed in an interesting, like in a good spot, it could make your butt look like really weird and like long or whatever. I don't need to have like my butt look fabulous, but you know what I mean? Sometimes it just like makes you proportionate, and Levi's on me, weird butt.
Yeah. It's a
I'm
little weird
saying.
butt. Little weird
What else
butt.
do we have here? Grandmother still has a World War II Frigidaire. Still works without a hitch. No way.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
I wonder if it's stinky.
You know what?
in
My
there.
grandmom had one too. It was
With the
like,
handle
it
like
was
that?
like light green. You know?
Oh, one of those
like
those,
that kind of green?
those groovy colors.
Yeah,
like
and
the
it had a
70s
handle
groovy
like that. I
colors.
remember
Yeah.
it had like this handle. I think it was a Frigidaire. And
My
that thing
parents
worked
had
forever.
My parents had a fridge that color too.
Yeah.
It was the basement fridge.
Oh.
You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
you just put like bottled water in and meat.
Yeah.
You know? But wow, that's really cool. Stanley thermos. We have seen these everywhere.
Yeah, this subreddit's big on the Stanley thermos.
Stanley.
And
But
I
this
didn't-
whole company's Stanley.
Yeah.
Supposedly they make other stuff. Used every day from 1970 to 2018. What does that look like? Wow.
Wow. Yeah, I guess if you're gonna buy a thermos, there you go. There's no reason to get a thermos.
Having thermoses though, like and gosh, I haven't used a thermos in forever. But
I
if
used
you-
one at Comcast.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah,
if
when I
you
was a
worked
cable guy.
outside,
Yeah, oh,
and you could
lifesaver.
put like soup and
In the
you know,
winter,
coffee or tea
with coffee in there in the
bet.
winter, oh my God, you'd be outside a telephone pole when it's like wind chills like in the negatives, and you're trying to put on a fitting, and then you go back in your van and you just drink that stuff, and it's kept really hot all day. Oh, it's the freaking best.
see, that's
I totally
awesome.
see how that's such an important thing.
80 years old, hand-me-down cast iron skillet used daily.
Ooh.
We just got 80 years old.
We got our first one a few years ago.
We did.
Yeah,
We
the
did.
first
And I'm
cast iron.
hoping that it will last for a really
It
long
really
time.
is no. I mean, it doesn't look like there's any reason it shouldn't.
That thing's a weapon,
Yeah,
man.
you could kill
That
somebody
thing
with that.
is so heavy.
They're so heavy.
Oh my gosh, but it's fantastic.
Yeah,
if
it's
you
awesome.
Don't, if
Awesome.
you don't
Love
have a
cooking with
cast
it.
iron skillet, you can really do everything in it.
Yeah.
Everything. And just don't submerge it in water. Just don't submerge it in water. You just got to scrub it and then dry it really, really well or it'll rust. But oh my gosh, you could make a pie in there. You could make some really good like sunny side up eggs in there.
Really good burgers.
Burgers.
Burgers on a cast iron
Burgers are
skillet.
amazing
So
on cast
good,
iron.
so good.
So get yourself one if you can. What is this? A Singer's sewing machine. 100 years old, works perfectly. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That is really freaking pretty.
That's crazy. Look how ornate that is. Wow. That's like a work of art.
Wow.
That's
That is
crazy.
so cool. So
What's
I'll
my
take my backpack.
replacement for life Doc Martin is next to the old pair.
Okay, let's see. Wow.
You get replacement for
Yes,
life?
Doc Martens are for life.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I just got Lissy a pair of Doc Martens
Did.
for
Oh
her
my
birthday.
God, and I love them. I love them. I had a pair that I wore all the time, constantly, and I lent them to a roommate and never got them back. Like she wore them home for the weekend
Yeah.
to go visit her parents. We were like sophomores or something. And then she came back without them on and was like, "Oh, I left them in my old room.
Yeah.
When I go back again, I'll bring them back." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay." And then just nothing.
Nothing.
And I was
Aw.
devastated. And he bought me another pair, and they're so like wonderful and crispy.
I didn't know you were without them for that long. You always wanted them
Oh my
again.
God, I've been dying.
Wow,
dying.
yeah,
I
like, it's-
love my Doc Martens. I
Yeah,
love them.
wow.
Oh my, I feel like I found my old friends again.
Well,
I
that's
put them
cool.
back on and it was like, oh, I got my boots back. Because they stay so crispy and wonderful for so long. So yes, get yourself some Doc Martens if you can. The only bad thing about a lot of the stuff in here is that it's expensive.
Yeah, a lot of times you get what you pay
It
for a little
is,
bit.
It is, but sometimes if we were doing something like looking for a fridge,
Yeah.
or
If
something
you're trying to make
like
a big purchase,
Yeah.
you do kind of like, hey, if you're spending $1,000 on something,
Yeah.
spend $1,100
or even 100.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I was saying like if you're doing 100, maybe spend 110.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
kick it up. That little bit is probably worthwhile if it's something that you're planning on using for a long time.
Right. And
save
you
up for an
know
extra
what?
month and don't get it when you wanted to get it. or
This
something, you know?
also, right. This also might be a good subreddit to bookmark around Christmas time.
Yeah, gifts.
And
wow.
I imagine that this could be some really good gifts.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Especially for like some kind of special occasion
Let's
or something
bookmark
like
it.
that. Yeah.
Smack it.
Really, I could think, I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, like my dad, like our mom, like that kind of thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, so before we get to E3, I am dying to watch the Dumbo trailer. Do you mind?
I'm
Do you
terrified of
mind?
this because
God.
Dumbo destroyed
Oh
me.
my God, Dumbo?
Like,
I can't even.
I don't think I
can't
ever
even.
watched it like cried or anything like that. Maybe I did, but just like over time,
Oh my God.
thought about it, and be like, man, that was messed up.
Yeah. it
Totally
was.
was
Well,
messed
first off, it was crazy racist.
Was it?
Crazy.
I don't
Remember the
remember it.
crows?
I
Do you
don't
remember the
remember it so
crows?
much.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
guys,
the crows?
It was really racist.
Oh, boy.
It really was. But then like
A
they
lot of that
walk
old stuff
away
was.
like Dumbo's mother, and then they have that Baby Mine song.
Yeah,
and she's
that is
rocking
what I
him
remember.
in her trunk. Oh my God.
That's what I remember.
Oh my God. So I hope that this is like okay, and I think it's Tim Burton.
It is Tim Burton.
Snap. Oh my! I've been dying to watch this all week. I'm like, no,
Is he going through he did Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Is he just going through like what were like used to be children's stories?
Oh,
like,
maybe he's he's a Disney friend now. He's
Disney
going through the Disney stuff because he did Alice.
That's right, he did Alice.
He did Willy Wonka or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Which was kind of weird. I don't know if that was Disney. No. Oh, it's not Disney. No, it's not a Disney story. It's Roald Dahl.
That's right.
Which are some great books if you have some young adults in your family. Really creepy. Anyway. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry already. Is the mouse there? I have the magic feather! Over here. There weren't kids in the other. Yo, it's Michael Keaton, man!
Sure, Dumbo. Sure.
Or maybe rather than the mouse. Oh, they did the bubbles?
Danny DeVito. Wow. Whoa, that's interesting. Like, that gave me a whole different... I'm not sure I expected that vibe. You know?
Maybe it's going to be a little bit like Big Fish. Did you
That's
guys see Big Fish?
probably going to be it.
I loved Big Fish.
I think you're... Yeah, that's totally Tim Burton.
Like that vibe.
He's channeling that.
Yeah.
Wherever he went for that.
Okay, so maybe he replaced the little mouse with the two kids.
Yeah, he's not having any talking animals.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was wondering if they were going to do that bubble sequence. Do you guys remember that where he gets like drunk or he has some kind of hallucinogen or something?
Yeah, and he was tripping and all that crazy stuff
and there's
happened?
this really like weird sequence,
Yeah.
which would be great for Tim Burton.
Yeah, totally. That's right up his alley.
Wow,
Wow,
it's interesting how they would make this for kids because it kind of is like a spooky story. But how are you feeling about these live action Disney remakes?
I'm not sure, but I mean, like, I guess it's not for... I don't know. Is it for us who've seen them, or is it for new generations who don't have anything related?
I liked Beauty and the Beast. I really liked Jungle Book. I thought Jungle Book was awesome. I remember watching it and being like super pregnant and being like, this is great, you know, and like laying on the bed in the summer, watching in the summer and being like, yeah. But yeah, I liked them. Cinderella I thought was okay. So maybe, you know, but it's kind of an odd story, so it kind of makes sense if it has like a little bit of quirk to it.
Yeah, totally.
You know, but
there's room in there.
If I cry in this, so help me, I will cut
probably.
somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so big.
You'll cut somebody?
Yes. In the movie theater, I'll be like, I'll fling my popcorn. Ha!
Okay, we want to spend a lot more time on E3 than we ended up doing, but we're just going to get through this real fast.
Wow,
So we watched the press conferences, all that we could get to. We did live stream watching them on Twitch and talked with you guys through them. So if you go to links in the description, that's our actual reactions to the press conferences as they happen.
Yes.
So go hang out with us there if you want to see that.
We did miss a couple. We had to stop one because the baby was sick.
Yeah, we picked that up the next day.
And we picked that up the next day.
But there's some ones in the daytime that we weren't able to watch.
Yes,
so
of course.
We missed those, but we watched everything we could. We just wanted to give our quick reactions on some stuff from each of the press conferences now.
Yeah. Don't talk so fast. You're making me nervous.
Oh my God.
I know we're trying to hurry, but oh my God.
Okay. So let's start with Bethesda.
That.
Rage 2. I'm freaking psyched about it, personally.
That's cool.
I liked Rage War Lie. Got a lot of hate.
You did.
I liked it. It's weird because like now Mad Max came out, it's very popular, but Rage was out as kind of like a Mad Max throwback before Mad Max actually got redone.
Right. Yeah,
and now that there's a Mad Max game, and everyone's like, there's already a Mad Max game. It's like, yeah, but there was Rage before that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm psyched about it. Rage 2 is going to be cool. Neat. Okay, also there was a teaser for Doom Eternal. Freaking awesome, because I love Doom.
Yes.
And I'm super excited by this one. We didn't really see the gameplay, though, which is a teaser. But at least we know it's happening.
That's okay. A minute 25-second teaser.
Right. Yeah.
Jeez, but that's going to be cool.
The big thing at Bethesda's press conference was Fallout 76, new Fallout game.
Yes.
That looks super cool. It's actually completely online. This looks like an online survival game. I think like Rust.
I think that's cool.
I think that's really cool. I think the universe is perfect for that.
I feel
and it's also
like
going to take place before, in the earliest timeline of any of their games.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
I feel like this could be built on,
Yeah.
like, for a while.
Yeah.
Like,
It's going to be
could
interesting, though, because
keep
they've
at,
never
like,
done this.
No.
So you wonder if it's going to be rough?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know.
I'm a little bit nervous about that,
Yeah, they don't necessarily know this genre, but it's freaking Bethesda. They do some fantastic games. If they can make this work,
I trust
I'd be really
them.
excited about it.
You
yeah.
know, like, they're really good at what they do. There's
Definitely
no...
gonna try it.
Yeah,
No
for
matter
sure.
what.
And it's gonna be like a juggernaut. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's gonna be amazing. But isn't there like crazy pack that they have, like insane? Somebody tweeted us. And said,
Oh, like the collection pack.
The
Yeah, there's a
collection
power
pack.
armor
That's
collection
it.
pack. It's
Power-
$300.
Yes.
But but at the same time, like if you're that big of a fan and you have the money to blow,
Yeah.
it's pretty freaking cool.
And you know what? We have that Pit Boy.
Yeah, and I
thing
love that. It's
Oh,
sitting right
it's
over
one
there.
of the coolest things
Yeah.
we have.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, so you know it's like you
As soon
said,
as I saw
you
the
know it's
wearable
going to be
Pip Boy, it's
amazing.
like I gotta like scrimp for this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta go out there for this one.
Yeah,
Gotta go out
it
there
was
for
real,
this one.
and it fits on your arm. It's like the
You can
coolest
wear it.
thing
You
ever.
can actually put your phone into it.
Yeah,
actually.
and
Never
it's
do
made
it. Never do it,
really
but-
well.
Yeah,
It's
but
made really
cool.
well. Yeah,
It's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
And also, Starfield was revealed,
A
which is the
new
first
title.
new franchise for Bethesda in decades. I think like 20, 25 years, something like that. And it's like I'm psyched because
I am
if
too.
this is just Fallout or Skyrim in
space. Yeah.
I am totally freaking down for this.
I am here
You
for
just,
it.
you just added Buckley
I'm
World.
here for
I'm
it.
happy.
But when? When?
I don't even care.
2022.
I don't even care. I don't even care. As long
I
as it's
care.
good when it comes out.
I care.
That's all. I don't even care.
I hate the
I
way
do not.
early
I am
hype.
so over making deals about release dates.
Really?
I don't care. I just want it to be good when it comes out. That's
Yeah,
it.
I know, but But do I want to know right now? Like, is this just an
I still-
idea in
I like
somebody's
getting
head?
I like the teaser, but you know what? Like, it's not like when I was like 22 and I could just play video games all day.
Oh, right,
you know?
right.
So like. I don't know. I'm gonna be off the radar by the time this comes back around again too. And I'm like, oh, there's that going to Starfield again.
Yeah,
Let's go check
yeah.
it out. I'm psyched. Whatever. And lastly, this Elder Scrolls 6 was revealed. Sort of.
Of course, yeah.
Sort of. This was the most pointless part of the whole thing.
It kinda
doesn't
was,
have
yeah.
a name. You don't know where it's
Yeah.
going to be. When they revealed
6.
Elder Scrolls 5, they revealed that it was Skyrim. We're like, oh, this is
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
take place in Skyrim. Amazing. So instead, they usually would at least give you that much. Instead, they just say the Elder Scrolls 6, and it's like,
Yep, we're gonna
duh,
do
you
it.
guys are looking at it. I mean, of course you guys are going to work on it.
Yeah.
Of course this game was coming. This tells us nothing. This is not a reveal. I don't know.
But I thought you were over the hype of release dates. Or the hype of release. What's
am.
the difference with this?
because it doesn't tell us anything. It's like
Oh,
the
I
most
thought
pointless
you,
thing.
Oh, I thought you meant you were fine with the teaser trailers like 5 years ahead of time.
If they give you something, if they tell you something,
Yeah.
Starfield,
Yeah,
Starfield's telling you there's a new game. We knew this was out there. They don't have to say it.
One
we can
day,
learn anything from this.
One day,
Yeah.
we're gonna do Elder Scrolls 6,
know.
and it's gonna be
They're
amazing.
gonna do a big reveal. There's
We
going
don't
to
know
be
what
a
it's
Final
called.
Fantasy
Oh
16,
my God.
guys. Like,
it's just
yeah,
like
we
a
know
little
that, man.
folder on someone's desktop.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
My
yeah. Somebody in
God.
a label maker just
Yeah,
types out Elder
someone-
Scrolls 6 and goes like, there you
Oh,
go.
there
It's
it
like,
is.
oh wow, thanks, man. Now let's go into Microsoft's E3 press conference.
I liked that little pause there.
We've-
Let's go into
Let's go to Scott's head.
Microsoft.
A little bit over here, a little bit over there. Now I missed the very beginning of this one.
We did.
About the first 10 minutes, which means we missed the Halo Infinite reveal, which is cool. New
Yeah.
Halo game, always down.
course.
That's great. Gears of War 5. We did see some of that one. That
We
looks
did.
freaking cool. I'm psyched
Yeah.
about that. I like the Gears of War games.
Yes.
That's really cool.
You do.
Yeah,
You do.
and that looks
We
like a
had
really
time
good
with
trailer.
those.
It
It
looked,
did.
It looked well acted. Looked really good.
Yeah,
I'm
for
psyched about
sure.
it. Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, dude.
Yes. So
Dude.
the guys who made The Witcher,
Yeah. It's gonna be
CD
pretty
Projekt Red, are
freaking
making
amazing.
Cyberpunk. We know this for a while now, but this is the first time we got eyes on it.
Yeah.
Super psyched about this, but we have to wait a while. I don't think it's coming out for a while.
I know. I think it's even like TBA.
Yeah, it might be like a 2020 kind of game. But they're a
Yeah.
pretty small team, CD Projekt Red.
They
And
are.
The Witcher was a gigantic scope game. All three of them, but especially Witcher 3.
Yeah.
So for them to apply the same kind of scope to this, I'm sure it's going to take them a long time. It's not a lot
Sure.
of people working on it, but I can't wait. That's a must play.
I don't mind how long it takes
Yeah.
at all. Really.
Yeah.
I just don't, I don't care to
Yeah.
know right
As
now.
long as it's good.
Because I'm going to get hyped.
I'd
for
so
like
much
3
rather it
years.
came out later and it was good.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, for sure. That's going to be great.
Yeah, they had more look at Fallout 76, which was cool. Division 2, Devil May Cry 5. Oh, yeah. Oh. There was a trailer for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and I remember thinking it looked like a feudal Japan Dark Souls style game.
Oh,
And
right.
which is what I've always wanted.
Yes.
I thought that would be amazing, but I didn't realize that it was from a Dark Souls dev until I saw this right now.
Oh.
I didn't know it was from
There
software.
you go.
I think I missed that. So I'm even more psyched this time.
Oh. gosh darn it, these games are looking pretty now.
They are. Yeah, there's Cuphead DLC.
Oh my God.
Cuphead DLC. Delicious Last Course. I like that DLC. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
That's really cute.
That's pretty
Get
good.
it, the
Well
DLC.
done. Well done. Totally playing that. Can't wait for that.
That's cute.
And there's gonna be a new Battletoads game.
Yeah,
We don't know anything about it.
dude. I know.
But it's beyond a 2019 release window. That's all they're saying. And inclusion of 3-player couch co-op. Couch co-op.
Ouch.
Couch co-op. 3-player couch co-op.
I don't know what that was. Okay, go ahead.
We missed, and Ori and the Will of the Wisps has that trailer. And we did say we didn't do it. We did say we're going to post on YouTube a reaction to it because we did that on
Yeah, we
on
will
Twitch
do
too.
that.
So we're still
We
going to
will
post
do
that.
that, yes.
That'll come up because we didn't catch that at first. We watched it later
Guys.
before we started playing another game on
chill.
stream. And we're going to
Chills.
pick up our reaction to that and give a YouTube video for you guys that missed that.
Yeah.
Because I am freaking so
Oh my
psyched
gosh.
about that game.
I am.
Can't wait.
Oh my god.
But it's not coming until 2019.
We're gonna cry.
I
aren't
don't even
we?
know when in 2019. So, everybody just get it out of your minds. We can't think about it now. But we're totally playing it when it comes out. Okay, and then there was the EA conference, Battlefield 5. I love Battlefield 5. I love Battlefield games. Some of my favorite multiplayer shooters, some of the best multiplayer shooters I've ever played, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm psyched about
Little
Battlefield
Battlefield
5.
head, yeah.
I just like whatever DICE does with the multiplayer stuff. I think they're really good at it.
Yeah, you do.
And they have a Battle Royale mode.
Of course.
Of course.
It's
So-
the hot new thing.
Yeah.
That's what all the kids are doing nowadays. The
I
Battle
know.
Royale.
Everybody groaned when it was announced, but
They did.
honestly, I feel like this is the right game for it.
I think
Battlefield,
so.
like one of the coolest
Yeah,
things
yeah.
about Battlefield was separated it from the pack for so long was it had these huge scope battles on this gigantic map
Yep.
with tons of players in there, more than anybody else was doing at the time. When Battlefield 2 came out, it was ridiculous scope. So for them to adopt the Battle Royale thing to what they're already doing kind of makes a lot of sense to me.
Oh, for sure.
And they already have the squad-based gameplay, so that would fit right in very well. So I don't
think
know.
so.
I'd like to see their take on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would be great. I know you're gonna just lose hours and hours and hours on this.
But could you imagine like a battle royale, but
know.
that still has all this chaotic stuff going
Yeah.
around, like
Oh, it'll be
gunfire
insane.
everywhere, and
They're
like
so good
stuff
at that.
flying overhead, and like they always
Yeah.
make it feel like a battlefield, whereas
Yeah.
like Fortnite's just like cartoon
Yeah,
world, nothing
Battlefield
going on.
is really good at atmosphere.
Yes.
And
The
looking
sound
around
is always
and
amazing.
the sounds.
It's always some of
and,
the best sound
like
design.
there's something going on all the way out there
Yeah.
and like behind you and
Yeah.
all kind. It's really immersive.
Yeah, there's a dogfight
So-
going on right over there, but I'm
Yeah.
worried about this thing over
right.
here. Yeah.
So
love
I
that
feel
stuff.
like it's gonna introduce a whole new level of like panic.
Yeah.
That Battle
It
Royale
kinda
has
should.
anyway.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
I
It'll
hope it
just
does.
feel
Hope
a
it
lot
does.
more like,
Yeah.
you know, because Fortnite could get like that. And Fortnite, like you said, is just this fun little cartoony universe.
Yeah.
And this is going to be like,
Yeah.
you know.
So,
but
I'm kind of psyched.
it's gonna be cool.
I would like to check it out.
yeah, it's going to be cool.
They revealed Unravel 2 and released it at the same time, and we've been playing that on Twitch. If
Yes,
you guys haven't been over there.
actually, we're going to be finishing it tonight.
Probably going to be finishing it. We're going to play it more. Hopefully, it's going to be over. I
Yes,
don't know.
hopefully.
I don't know how close we are to the end.
I think we're about an hour and a half or so from the end.
Okay.
And this is going up on Father's Day.
Yes.
And we're going to stream.
On Father's Day.
So, right. And
Yes.
we're going to do Unravel, and I bet we beat it.
You think so?
If you don't
we'll at least
drive
be
me
playing
nuts.
it. We'll at least be playing it. Okay.
We've been playing co-op. It's been very hard.
Yes.
It's been very hard for me.
You've been doing
Because
great.
you run off. Just saying.
You can't run off. We're tied together.
Because you run off. Okay.
You keep hitting L2, so it's like.
Well, you keep running our way.
Holy crap! Command and Conquer Rivals was
Oh,
announced and they
no.
destroyed the freaking franchise. It's over.
We're going to destroy the franchise. It's over.
Yes.
It's not over.
I love Command and Conquer
I mean-
games. They're near and dear to my heart for the 90s. I played the original one. CD-ROM had the coolest installation program I had ever seen at the time. If you guys have ever played, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If you didn't, it sounds ridiculous, but trust me, it was really neat.
Yeah.
And I loved it, and I played Command and Conquer Red Alert 2. Some of the best real-time strategy games ever, and now it's a mobile game. And it's just like supposed to be this competitive thing, and like
People are.
yeah, they just like Command and Conquer's back
Pissed.
on Android. It's like on iOS and Android. It's like, oh my god, you did
Yeah.
it, you did it, you screwed it up.
Yeah. I wonder how they're feeling right now. Because I can't think of, or I didn't see anybody react to it in a positive way.
Well,
Everybody
I'm
was
sure investors
so
did.
like, oh, I bet.
Because
oh,
they're gonna,
yeah.
and that's what E3's for.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? And
Yeah, I
all
bet
they gotta do
investors
is
loved
sneak
it,
in
yeah.
like some sort. It'll be a free game, and they'll give you reasons to want to give them money for it, and they're going to make ridiculous amounts of money for it. So investors are probably like, yes, have more money, you know. And then the big one was Anthem, which is kind of looks like EA's version of Destiny, kind of.
Yeah.
Which looks cool.
For sure.
But I don't know
and
how
no
excited.
loot boxes.
Yes, no loot boxes.
They made a big deal about that. No loot boxes.
And no pay-to-win feature.
Right.
They really
Thank you for
seemed
that.
like the whole narrative of this. If they stick to it, man, it kind of worked. I mean, it's like, it's a shame that it's something we have to clap for. Yeah, you're not gonna rip us off. But like, it is fantastic that as big of a publisher as this, did hear everybody, did hear the backlash, took it to heart. People did vote for their wallets and not buy games they otherwise may have bought. It did hurt them in the wallet. It did make them make changes, and they are pulling loot boxes. That's a very big thing.
Right.
That's a big deal. That's cool. So.
Yeah, because the gaming community is a very, very vocal community.
Yeah, but there's been so many times over the past where it's like,
where they
this
didn't
company's
listen.
doing this terrible thing,
That's
and
true.
like they didn't care.
It takes them a
Nothing
while.
changed.
They
But
want to be
it's,
sure.
This one
They wanna be
actually,
sure,
we were able to help it, but I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of a temporary setback, and it's going to come back, but we'll see. Okay, and then there was a Nintendo conference.
Ah,
and
you
I
mean
see
a
here,
Smash conference?
It says Super Smash Bros. Ultimate steals the show. It didn't steal the show. It was
the show.
The vast majority of it was Super Smash Bros. And if you're a fan of the game, it's a really big deal because they're giving you every single fighter that's ever been in any Smash game is all going to be in this game, which is freaking crazy for them to pull off. And 2 new fighters too.
Yes.
Which is really cool. And it will even support the Nintendo GameCube controller, which we were talking about. I thought is super interesting. I can't think of another game that has been re-released or has been like updated and has sequels on other platforms where it's still a strong preference to play with the original controller on the original platform it came out on.
Yes.
Like GameCube. Although I think it came out on Nintendo 64, right?
Did it really?
I think GameCube was Super Smash Bros. Melee, which was like the big one.
I think so.
And then everybody started with
yeah.
Game Controller. But like, are there any like PlayStation games where you want to play with the original DualShock? Like, no. You want to play with the new controller.
Yeah.
Any games you want to play with the original Xbox controller. This is the only one I can think of.
Yeah.
And that's actually kind of cool that it's
I
worked
like
out like
it.
that. But
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of us have a lot of these things hanging around. It might be cool for a little while.
Yeah.
A little bit of a novelty.
Yeah.
You know? But it looks cool, but it was
cool,
the whole
but
dang show.
It was the whole dang show.
Oh my gosh.
There were a couple other things they threw in here. Fortnite coming to Switch was cool. They released it right away. I went
Tell
and
them about your
downloaded it.
login,
And
yeah.
I was freaking bummed out that I can't use my account. I can't use my Epic Games Fortnite account. Can't do it because I played it on PlayStation.
Yeah.
If I've ever used it on PlayStation,
sucks.
it's locked out from going anywhere else.
Yeah, it sucks.
And that blows. Epic can't do anything about it. Nintendo can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it
Only Sony can.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to. So that's a bummer.
Probably
So I
not,
would have
yeah.
to start a new account to play it. It's like, I don't want to
Yeah,
start
yeah.
like, I mean, not like I have these great stats. I've never bought any skins. I don't have Twitch Prime skin. I have to use a default skin like a
You'll
schmo.
feel wonderful.
But whatever. It's still kind of cool that it's out for Switch.
Yeah, for sure.
And a new Fire Emblem game, new Super Mario Party game,
Yay!
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Dragon Fireball Z,
You know what I don't see here?
Dragon Fighter Ball Z.
You know what I don't?
Dragon Ball
Oh.
Fighter.
Fighter ball.
Fighter Ball Z.
You know what I
There's a
don't
whole
see
lot
here?
Smash.
You know what I don't see here? Animal Crossing
I don't see
for
Metroid.
Switch.
I don't see
Did
Metroid.
you see Animal Crossing? Did you
didn't
hear
see
about
Animal
Animal
Crossing,
Crossing?
and I didn't see
Did you
Metroid.
see Mario Maker?
No Mario Maker either. Yeah. I would have been. I know. I was kind of like, I like Super Smash Brothers, okay, but I'm not big into the franchise. So like, if you're not huge into, if you don't love Super Smash Brothers, you're probably not going to get much out of the Nintendo conference. Sony.
Oh,
Sony had a freaking awesome press conference, in my opinion.
they
We
did.
had Last of Us 2, which looks freaking. Oh my god, how violent that
my
game
gosh.
looked.
This is
I
going.
mean, so realistically violent, which was made it really creepy to watch.
Oh my gosh.
It was actually kind of hard to watch.
So gross.
It was
Kind
crazy.
of hard to watch. Very hard to watch. I hid my eyes the entire time.
Let's see, pretty much did hide her eyes.
Oh my gosh, that looks so violent and so like I'm worried it's gonna like keep me up.
Yeah, it
With
looks intense.
some of like this
it looks
like
really
weird.
intense.
Every once in a while, I see some kind of gore, either in a video game or a movie or a show or something that just kind of really freaks me out.
Yeah.
And it kind of like sticks in my head and something. And I know that this is going to be full of it, but it's going to be so good.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good.
Be
And we
so
didn't get to see the
good.
clickers yet.
No, and I'm glad.
Yeah, they're hiding
I'm
that
glad.
still.
Like,
so they still
keep
have more
it.
to show.
Yeah, save them. Save
Yeah,
them.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
And there's Death Stranding gameplay, which, I mean, you can call it gameplay if you want. We still have no idea what the hell's going on. But it looks so
There was
surreal
gameplay,
and
yeah.
weird and crazy, and I just can't freaking wait to play it.
Oh my gosh. gosh.
I mean, it
looks
looked like it was
it's
just
gonna
like
be-
kind of this exploration thing at the time. We didn't actually see any combat or anything that I can think of.
No.
But it looked very stealthy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just looks so weird and crazy. I really want to play it.
I bet it's going to have like the most frustrating sequences to figure out.
Yeah.
And crazy
Yeah,
puzzles.
Kojima.
But
Kojima.
it's right.
It'll
but
be hard.
it's going to be like really deep and immersive, and we're gonna be like, wow.
And we're going to end up, and at the end of the
But-
game, we're going to play it for 25 hours,
Yep, we're gonna be
finish it, and be
confused.
like, what the
What
hell
happened?
happened?
What was that?
And there's going to be people that are
What
going to
did
have to
that
dedicate videos and editorials to explaining it for
Yeah,
everybody.
we'll have game theorists.
Yes.
You know,
but
and
it'll be
they'll
great,
tell us
and
what
I'm psyched
happened.
for it. Mm-hmm. Oh, Resident Evil 2 got a whole freaking remake. I mean, like a total remake,
Yeah.
not just a remaster. It's been built from the ground up. It has the over-the-shoulder camera, kind of like Resident Evil 4 style.
Right.
Yeah, it says right there, and it's looks totally. I mean, it looks really good.
It does.
It'll look creepy.
It does.
It looks seriously cool. I'm really excited about it.
You got to talk about Ghost of Tsushima
Ghost
down
of
there.
Tsushima. I don't know if it's the thing I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
But it might be.
That looks amazing.
If you guys haven't seen the gameplay trailer for this yet, it looks
It was one of my
freaking incredible.
One of my favorite trailers in
Yeah.
like, the whole thing.
It was
Like,
amazing.
in all of E3.
It was so
loved
crazy.
it.
It's kind of long, so we're not going to watch it here.
Yeah.
But
Again, all of these are linked in the description.
yeah,
down
we'll link you to
below.
the article we're on right now, which has all this stuff there.
Right, and what I said link down at the bottom, not this. I meant us watching it on
Oh,
Twitch.
the press conference.
Yes, the press conference,
Okay.
so that you could watch it and you could watch it with
That's
us
down
and
there
see
too.
our reactions because oh my goodness,
Yes.
it was unbelievable.
Yeah,
It
totally.
was so pretty. There was like this fire and like oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's
so good.
on the trailer at least was with the Mongol invasion, which
Yeah.
is amazing. Like I was immediately like, oh my god, nobody's done this really. I mean, in this kind of era, like this kind of game.
I always felt like
If they did, I don't know about it.
yeah, I always felt like that was an untapped area of history for games.
Yeah.
That nobody went to.
There's been strategy
or-
games and
oh,
stuff.
Of course,
Like Genghis
strategy
Khan was
games.
out
Oh,
on the
gosh,
NES,
yeah.
like really old game.
Yeah, but I really
But
wanted
but this
like
was a whole different kind of thing.
yeah, like a really like new school.
It
immersive
visually it
type
looked
thing.
incredible, and if it looks like that when it comes out, I mean, I'm gonna lose my
Oh,
lose
for
my poop.
sure. Yeah, lose
My
your
poop in my
poop.
pants.
Oh my god.
Then I won't lose it because I'll know it's in my pants. And it won't
Oh,
be lost.
I get ya. Oh, that's nice. So you keep it with you everywhere you go.
Well, I'm gonna take them off and wash them though.
This is going on too long. Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, Pirates of the Caribbean World,
And there's frozen people.
and there's frozen people in Kingdom Hearts 3.
I cried.
It was really impressive how the Disney animation looked so true to the actual movies in the game.
Yes.
Really impressed with how like
And Josh
genuine it looked.
Gad is Olaf.
Josh
some
Gad
of the
is
voices,
actually Olaf.
and like oh
yeah,
my
some of the
gosh.
voices are in
It
there.
was so
No Adele Dazeem though.
No Adele Dazeem.
No Adele Dazeem.
That's okay. She's a busy lady. I'm just saying. Oh my god.
All right, and lastly, there was the Ubisoft conference, which we did not actually get a chance to see.
Yes, we missed this one.
But there's definitely some highlights from here. Assassin's Creed Odyssey came out, which is in
course.
ancient Greece,
That's
which is
cool.
so cool.
I think that's awesome.
I think that's a great place for an Assassin's Creed game. I mean, that's
Right.
like ripe with stuff happening.
Oh my
for them
gosh.
to tap into.
Yes,
That'd be awesome.
Yes.
There's a Star Fox tie-in called Starlink Battle for Atlas, which is interesting. It's Nintendo reaching
That's
out a
cool.
little bit more. Ubisoft and Nintendo seems to have worked this thing out.
Yeah.
Look, the only time you're seeing Nintendo characters end up in another publisher's
For
games.
sure.
Or another developer's games.
Yeah.
But now
Which
Starlink.
I'd love to see.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that from them.
And it's only going to be for Switch, so really Ubisoft, I guess they had some success with Mario and Rabbids.
I
because
bet.
They're getting in. This is really cool. I like to see a third-party developer actually do something different with the Nintendo character.
Sure,
That's
sure.
pretty cool.
And I like those rabbits.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, there's
I
Mario
like them.
Rabbids here,
Yeah,
too. Is
I
actually
like
getting,
those Rabbids.
Donkey Kong Adventure.
I always like them.
Freaking
Yeah.
Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle is great.
Yeah.
I really love that
That's-
game.
yeah,
It's
you-
like XCOM.
It is, it's cool.
In the Mario universe.
Yeah,
with
it's
Rabbids.
very cool.
It's really well done. They did a great job on it. I'm excited there's going to be something new with it there, too. There's a VR hard game called Transference, so I guess you guys are just going to really bug us.
With
until we play it.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
I guess you guys are going to really bug us. No, you're going to be
And it's
great.
going to scare
You're going to do
the crap out of me.
No,
You're going to
it's
have to
okay.
bug me to play it because I'm going to be scared as hell to play it. But we'll do it. We'll do it, guys. We'll
You're
do
so
it.
brave.
Yeah, I'm so brave. Okay, guys, so that was the end of this really freaking long episode
Sorry,
of BS on the Internet.
What did you think of E3 as a whole?
It was cool, but it's one of those like years in like that's like right smack in the middle of a hardware cycle.
Right.
Where there's really nothing interesting to talk about as far as the technology. And I think when it comes to E3, the most exciting thing to me is the technology. I love it
Yeah,
when we
I
make the
agree.
big leaps forward to the new
Yeah,
console
see the new
generations
hardware
and all this
the new
tech,
toys
like
and stuff.
Unreal Engine 5 and like
Yeah,
ridiculous
yeah.
stuff. I love that stuff. And there was very little technology to show here.
And a lot
It's
of
all
things
software.
out way in the distance
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
Yeah,
But there's some really exciting software there, though. I thought.
Yeah,
Really good
I'm
stuff there.
excited for it. I'm really, really bummed about no Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
I was that was one thing going into
Or
E3.
Mario Maker.
Or
'Cause
Mario
I
Maker,
can't wait to
yeah.
see how they do that on Switch.
Yeah.
You know, I really
know,
can't
because
wait to
Mario
see that.
Maker is so fun.
And you know they're doing it. It
It's
just
so
tells you it's
fun.
at least another year out.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have to wait a while longer. But,
Yeah, for
And I want
sure.
another Metroid Prime too. I want Metroid Prime. So,
Yeah, I was just going into E3 really, really hoping for Animal Crossing. I was really, really bummed. And I wanted to see gameplay for Death Stranding.
yeah, we did.
And I was happy about that.
Yes,
You know,
we
I was
did,
really
yeah.
happy about that. Even though it wasn't like, I don't remember if
It
there
still
was
wasn't
any
very
combat
revealing.
or whatever.
Yeah.
No, but it was enough to kind of get the look of it and go like, all right,
You get the environment.
it's
for
legit.
Sure. Yeah, you get the feel
environment's
for it
legit.
and the vibe they're going for.
Yeah.
And in a Kojima game like that, it's like all vibe.
Oh, for sure.
So like you got that much at least, which is important.
Yeah, I think it looks neat.
Yeah,
You know,
I think it looks really
I'm
neat.
excited for it for sure.
All right, well, if you like this video,
Yes, and if you stayed here the entire time, thank you
Yes,
very
thank
much.
you very much.
Yes.
please support us on Patreon.
Oh,
Click like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, bye.
bye.